What's up, traders? Andrew O'Connell with Pristine Capital. Welcome to our market recap video for November 16th of 2021. Check it out. This is the first ever Pristine Capital merch, swag, whatever you want to call it. It's pretty cool. So yeah, definitely experimenting with some of these, companies that can do the Pristine Capital merch. Going to be experimenting with that. More to come on that. But anyway, today, let's go through our market recap. We're going to talk about the price action, the indices, how I handled that. Before we do that, quick risk disclaimer, nothing in this video should be construed as investment advice or recommendations. Please follow your own trading plan, your own risk parameters. Last but certainly not least, do not YOLO your entire life savings into any one of my trades or anyone's trades for that matter. That is absolutely silly. All right, so our indices, S&P 500 finished the day up 0.39%. We had the NASDAQ QQQ finishing up 0.71%, IWM small caps finishing the day up 0.18%, and we had the Dow Jones finishing up 0.19%. We had the volatility trading lower on all of these indices, and we had mixed breadth. We actually had negative breadth on the IWM and the Dow Jones with slightly positive breadth in the SPY and the NASDAQ. So to me, in terms of this breadth, it wasn't like an overwhelmingly bullish day, but hey, the indices all closed higher. Finviz heat map, you can see Tesla made a resurgence, up 4.08%. We had Home Depot reported very strong earnings. It was up 5.73%. But other than that, a pretty mixed bag across the board. Let's take a look at our headline indices. And you can see that we had S&P 500. My trend model is at a positive 3 right now, and the S&P 500 is getting very close to brand new all-time highs. We have this 4,700 level, which should act as some form of resistance, and you can see that's exactly how it functioned today. We got all the way up to 4,708, and we kind of ricocheted off that level. Still a nice close, and overall we've been consolidating for about a week now. 20-day simple moving average is just starting to catch up to price. But I must say, we keep getting all these headlines about, oh my gosh, inflation concerns, tapering concerns. So yeah, really it's just paid to not pay attention to those headlines. NASDAQ up 0.64%, also consolidating over the past week. The Russell 2000 has definitely been on the weaker side ever since it had this really nice push up here. So Russell 2000 was actually trading negative for a good part of the day, and then sort of caught its footing at the end of the session. And then the Dow Jones over here, this one, yeah, really just not much to say here. The Dow Jones is just not really a leader. It's not like it's horrible and just tanking, but yeah, it's overall always the bridesmaid, never the bride. All right, let's take a look at our under the hood. We'll go to our sectors and style factors, see what we can divine by looking at that. All right, so we had semiconductors are now in our top momentum slot, followed by home builders, up 1.5% and 1.94% respectively. Yeah, semiconductors, they've just been a very strong group really all year. We've been in this semiconductor shortage. Solar energy stocks finished down 0.5%, but let's actually take a look at that candle. And then we also had KWEB pretty strong as well. This TAN Solar ETF, I kind of like this candle. It's a red candle. We had a little bit of selling, but we're still above the 20-day moving average. We're above the 10-day EMA, closed pretty much right at that 5-day EMA. Then, of course, Enphase, which we are currently long, is up 2.81%. Also, Roblox had an awesome day today. I'm currently long this name on my trading account, and the Pristine Capital Tactical Portfolio was up 7.51%. Really strong day for Roblox as well. Let's take a look at our style factors. And we can see here, style factors, we had growth and defensives leading the market higher today. And we did see some selling in these high div, low vol stocks. We also saw selling in the international value stocks. So I must say this is kind of like a defensive configuration, seeing quality growth and defensives rallying. One other thing that's really interesting is it's kind of confusing me a little bit, where it's like the Qs, they're doing very well, up 0.71% today. But we have treasuries which aren't really looking so hot. Look at this. We're getting a breakdown from this monthly value area in the treasuries. And we hit this prior low of these 10-year treasury futures on October 21st. If we start breaking below that, what is going to happen to all these high growth, high valuation stocks? I would imagine they're going to come under some pressure. But as of right now, you would never know that because most of those stocks are really just ripping to the upside. So that's something to definitely pay attention to, because it hasn't manifested in the price action of the equities yet, but we're starting to see it in treasuries. And another thing I really quick want to point out is the dollar index. Look at this thing just absolutely ripping and breaking out. And a really strong dollar is typically a headwind for equities. So always noteworthy when we get a breakout like this. Also, our crypto assets. Let's take a look at these. Crypto assets still soft, and crypto is often a really good risk on, risk off indicator. And we can see Bitcoin, trading down 1.39% now, tag the 50-day moving average. And we'll have to see, do we inflect higher? That's my base case. Hey, this was just a dip. We're at the bottom end of the range. Now we're going to start rotating towards the top end of the range. But if crypto really is just, this is the end of the bullishness for a while, what is that going to mean for equities, in the future? I would imagine they'll be the next shoe to drop. So definitely some interesting divergences that I'm starting to see pop up that make this picture a little bit less clean cut than it once was, maybe like a couple weeks ago when everything was just, ripping to the upside in tandem. Let's take a look. We'll check out some of my trades for the day here. And so I bought some KWEB. I bought some June 17th, 2022 50 strike calls. I'm just starting to see more momentum in these Chinese internet names. And I see we've been in a base for quite a while. I see the economic data is getting a little bit better out of China. The narratives are getting a little bit better. And I just want to be in this for when we get this breakout of this consolidation range. So I added a little bit to that. I tried shorting the Qs early in the day, stopped out of my Qs shorts for small losses. And then I reestablished those Qs shorts at the end of the day. So I got the February 18th, 2022 puts for 1655. I also got a lotto position in Bitfarms. Bitfarms, crypto miner, I already have a position in it. That's, I'm well in the money on it. And I bought the November 19th 7.5 calls in Bitfarms. I just noticed, hey, this was a pretty good reaction to the earnings report yesterday, even though crypto was very weak. Still a pretty good candle, nice green candle. Let's take a look here. Okay, so let's check out our options order flow as well before we wrap. This is going to be a quick video. I have an appointment to get to right after this. Let's take a look at our VigTech options order flow. We'll take a look at our options races. We'll go to today's combined flows, and let's check it out. We have Tesla in the lead right now. Oh my gosh, Tesla. Tesla, don't do it to me. All right, we have 7.5 billion. Geez, okay, 7.5 billion in flows. We are also seeing some flows. Let's see the unusual names. Roblox, Vamos. Let's go Roblox. Vamos, Roblox looking good. Lucid has also been a really strong name. Chevron. Chevron, this one doesn't typically pop up. So let's take a look at these. So let's see on the trade tape, or the tradescape, excuse me. Chevron, bunch of call activity all for January, December. Let's take a look at CVX. And this is getting a clean breakout. Definitely did not close on the highs, but looks like some anticipation of higher oil prices potentially, or just even just sustaining at these levels. Microsoft, a lot of call buyers came in today for January 2022. And Microsoft definitely looks like it is the leader among these FANG names now. So if you think the market's likely to continue moving higher, Microsoft looks like a pretty good bet. And then let's take a look at what else we got. And then, of course, Lucid, really nice price action today for Lucid. A lot of these calls I'm seeing are the November 19th. So it looks like this one's more so just like a gamma squeeze. But hey, I am seeing some Decembers, and I believe there's like one January. But yeah, this to me, it looks more like, like a trade, where people are just buying those short-term calls. Yeah, 23.71%. Really nice performance for Lucid. Overall, I am seeing some of those weird yellow flags. So I think tonight it's going to be important. Let's see what happens with these cryptos. Let's see if we get a turn here. With that being said, that about does it for this market recap video. Hope you all had an awesome session, and I will see you all tomorrow.